Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559. Are you...
Executive Transport, a transportation company ready to change the transportation narrative in Taraba State and Nigeria at large, bringing comfort, safety and reliability. Witness their impact on the people, the economy and Nigeria's transportation future.
Harry Executive Transport Company was actually incorporated sometime in 2024, and the decision to establish the company was actually born out of a burden for travelers to Jalingo, especially from Abuja. And I saw that need and tried to reach out to existing transport companies to fill the gap, but they were not forthcoming. And so I decided to go into it myself. That is the main essence of this company, to connect Taraba State to other parts of the country, especially Abuja and Yola, comfortably for executive travelers.
We offer executive services to both individuals and group of people. The kind of services we render depends on the needs in which our customers wishes for us to offer. Either wedding, conferences, ambulance services or car hire services, we ensure that we give you the very best of service.
We offer shuttle services. We started with Jalingo Yola. And right now, as I'm talking to you, we are already looking out for a terminal in Abuja, because Abuja route is actually the ultimate. That was the motivation behind the establishment of the company, so that travels between Abuja and Jalingo can be done comfortably. So we are trusting God that by April, before the end of April, we will start the Abuja.
Welcome to the broadcast of News Hour on Som TV, the pulse of the nation. You can follow us on Facebook at Som TV and on YouTube at Som TV Live. Now the major headlines. Kano police arrest suspect in attack on Emir Sanusi's convoy. Governor Okpebholo visits Kano, condoles victims' family over Uromi killings, pledges justice. Nigeria seeks stronger border security collaboration with Sahel West Africa. My name is Esther Oka Stephen with the news in full. The Kano State Police Command has confirmed the arrest of Usman Sagiru in connection with a violent attack on Emir Sanusi Lamido Sanusi II. The attack resulted the killing of a vigilante member, Surajo Rabiu, from Sabon Titi, Jaba quarters. According to police spokesperson Abdullahi Haruna, the suspected and others who are still at large allegedly stabbed Rabiu, who later died. Authorities have launched an investigation and have launched that Shamaki Kano Wada Ishaku will face the police for questioning. The police reaffirmed their bounds on Durbar celebration, warning that violators would face legal consequences. Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo visits the Kano State Government House to condole with the government and families of the 16 victims killed in Uromi. The attack, which primarily targeted northern traders, sparked protests in Kano, Katsina, and Kaduna with demands for justice and better security. Youth groups and community leaders in Kano criticized Edo State's handling of the situation, calling for swift action. Governor Okpebholo assured that this administration, in collaboration with security agencies, was actively investigating the incident, condemning ethnic and religious violence. He had earlier visited Deputy Senate President Baru Jibri in Abuja to extend condolences, revealing that 14 suspects had been arrested and transferred to Abuja for interrogation. A committee was also set up to support the families of the victims. Senator Jibri commended Okpebholo's swift response and urged strict prosecution of the perpetrators. Meanwhile, the Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf demanded the Edo authorities publicly parade the suspects to ensure transparency. He acknowledged Edo's prompt response but insisted on full accountability. Okpebholo reassured Kano residents that the attack did not reflect Edo's value and reaffirmed President Bola Tinubu's commitment to securing justice. Governor Yusuf called for national unity and decisive action against the inciting violence. Nigeria has called for enhanced collaboration with Sahel and West African countries to strengthen border control through improved information and data sharing. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, made the appeal during a press briefing at the Summit on Border Security in London. He emphasized the need for proactive measures in addressing irregular migration and organized immigration's crime, noting that border security challenges are a shared problem requiring collective solutions. The minister highlighted Nigeria's commitment to securing its borders through automated control measures and internal cooperation. The summit, attended by over 30 global leaders, including UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and Home Secretary Yati Kopa, provided a platform for discussion on migration policies, security, threat, and strategies to combat illegal immigration. Nigeria has urged Sahel and West African nations to enhance border security through improved information and data sharing. Minister of Interior Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo made the call at the London Summit on Border Security, emphasizing the need for collective efforts to tackle irregular migration and organized immigration crime. He reiterated Nigeria's commitment to securing its border through automated control measures and international cooperation. The summit, attended by global leaders including UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and Home Secretary Yati Copper, focused on strengthening migration policies, addressing security threats, and combating illegal immigration. The Oba of Benin, His Royal Highness Oba Opolopolo Ewere II, has appointed Emmanuel Iyase as Okoa Egoyi, granting him authority over the Ologbo and Eho dukedoms in Edo State, Ikpoba Oko and Ohemode local government area. He has said the first individual from the Benin Royal Palace to hold this position is expected to strengthen traditional leadership structures and ensure the preservation of the kingdom's custom and values. The appointment follows the suspension of setback border efforts to reinforce traditional governance and address challenges affecting the administrations and local chieftaincies. ESL's role will include overseeing customary practices, fostering stability, and ensuring obedience in local leaders to the authority of the Benin throne. The Kogi State Police Command has issued a stern warning to suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti-Udogen, urging her to cancel her planned visit to Kogi Central for the Eid-ul-Fitr celebration. The state government recently imposed a ban on public gathering, citing intelligence reports of potential security threats. Despite this, direct visit would proceed as scheduled. In a statement, the senator team emphasized our commitment to engaging with our constituents and fostering unity. They also assured that necessary measures have been put in place to ensure a peaceful and successful visit. However, Kogi State Commissioner of Police Mila Dantawe has warned that any attempt to hold a public rally or gather would be met with the full force of the law. He stressed that the police had received credible intelligence that hoodlums might attempt to hijack the event, posing a threat to public safety. The situation has sparked political tensions in the state, with supporters of the senator maintaining the visit is purely for festive engagement. Security operatives in Kano State have arrested a 20-year-old man accused of stabbing a security guard attached to Emir Sanusi to death. The tragic incident reportedly occurred during Eid prayer, sending shocking waves across the state. Eyewitnesses claimed that the suspect engaged in a heated altercation with the victim before suddenly attacking him with a sharp object. The motive behind the attack remains unclear, but authorities have launched a full-scale investigation into the circumstances surrounding the killings. The Kano State Police Command has assured the public that justice will be served. The arrest of the suspect has sparked discussion on the securities of traditional rulers and the need for heightened protection during major public gathering. The Nigerian boxing community is mourning the tragic death of professional boxer Segun Olurewaju, who collapsed and died during a match within the Ghanaian opponent. The shocking incident occurred in the middle of the fight, leaving spectators and officials in distress. Medical professionals at the venue rushed to his aid, but efforts to revive him proved unsuccessful. Reports indicate that the cause of the death is yet to be officially determined, though some experts suggest it could be related to cardiac arrest or internal injuries sustained during the fight. The tragic event has sparked conversation about the safety of athletes, particularly in contact sports like boxing. Sports authorities in Nigeria are expected to conduct a thorough investigation to determine if there were any lapses in medical preparedness and whether Olurewaju had underlying health issues that were not dictated before the match. Troops of the 6th Division Nigerian Army has arrested 39 suspects and dismantled 18 illegal refineries in the crackdown of oil theft in the Niger Delta. Acting Deputy Director of Army Public Relations Lieutenant Colonel Jonah Danjuma disclosed in Port Harcourt that the operation, conducted from March 24th to 30th, 2025, led to the seizure of over 6,000 liters of stolen petroleum products. In Rivers State, troops intercepted a fabricated twin-tank vehicle carrying 18,000 liters of stolen products and a truck concealing stolen fuels with sawdust. Several illegal refining sites were also destroyed in Imo River and Forest, Obuache and Jilikri Creek. Further operation in Bayelsa State uncovered 2 refining sites in Yanagua local government area containing over 8,000 liters of stolen crude, while other sites in southern Ijaw local government held 1,500 liters of crude oil and 300 liters of illegal refined fuel. In Delta State, troops confiscated jerrycans of refined fuel in Warri South local government area, while in Akwa Ibom State, security presence has disrupted illegal activities. The Army reiterated its commitment to combating crude oil theft and associated crime. Benue indigene residing in Abuja have commended the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Nyesom Wike, for his visible developmental project, describing him as a leader who fulfills his promise. The Tiv community traditional ruler in Kuje, His Royal Highness Tajofri Berger, lauded Wike's transformation of the capital city and its satellite town, asserting that his efforts set a new benchmark for governance. Speaking at the palace following the coronation of journalist chief Donald Tolmun Lochia as the author of the Tiv community in Chukuku Kuje Area Council, Tabuga highlighted unprecedented infrastructure development, including road construction, electricity supply, street lighting, and water provision. He emphasized that the FCT had never witnessed such progress and urged residents to support the government and security agencies in addressing crime. Chief Lochia, newly installed as the Tiv community leader, pledged to foster unity and uphold Tiv custom, traditions, and cultural heritage in accordance with traditional laws. He expressed gratitude to the Tiv Traditional Council for its nomination and vowed to promote peaceful coexistence between the Tiv people and their host community. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has vowed to push for the refund of over 15 billion naira spent by the Ekiti state government on the federal road and urged expedited funding for another key road to enhance accesses to the state's new cargo airport. Speaking at Ekiti State University convocation, where top officials receive honorary degrees, he emphasized the economic benefits of improved infrastructure. Meanwhile, Senate leader Opeyemi Bamidele recalled how former Governor Oyedele Fayose allegedly used soldiers to block the Governor Bola Tinubu, Segun Osoba, and Bisi Akande during his mother burial 18 years ago. Governor Biodun Oyebenji reiterated his commitment to education as a pillar for Ekiti state development. Governor Ahmed Aliyu of Sokoto State has called for collective effort to combat banditry while paying a Salah homage to the Sultan of Sokoto, Mohammed Sa'ad Abubakar. He attributed recent security gains to prayers, government commitments, and the newly established Sokoto State Community Guard Corps, which supports conventional security forces. Aliyu commended traditional institutions for their roles in addressing insecurity and reaffirmed his administration's dedication to Islamic propaganda. The Sultan praises the governor's support for vulnerable groups and ongoing infrastructure projects while urging citizens to continue paying and praying for peace and development in the state. Several top political and traditional figures attended the event. Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State has announced that the newly built 260 Type 2 primary health centers across the state will operate 24-hour service powered by renewable energy. During the supervisory visit to the MNA, Abba emphasized his administration's commitment to improving health care access, citing high maternal and child mortality rates as a key motivation. The governor also pledged to establish a Type 3 health care facility in MNA to complement the PHC and announced ongoing renovations of 22 Carthage and General Hospital, alongside plans for a 300-bed international hospital. Additionally, he commended local government's efforts to register residents for universal health insurance and urged communities to take ownership of the facilities. World Health Organization representative Chukwumuaya Ibokwe praised Mba's healthcare reform, calling them vital to the state's economic development, while the Enugu State Primary Healthcare Development Agencies highlighted the PHC's early success, with 140 residents registered and 2 babies delivered within 3 weeks of operation. The Nigerian Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, NEITI, has called for the establishment of reinforcement of an environmental remediation fund to address the environmental challenges faced by communities near decommissioned oil wells. Speaking in Abuja, NETI's Executive Secretary Dr. Orji Ogbonnaya Orji expressed uncertainty over the existence of such a fund, stressing that abandoned oil wells pose significant health hazard to host communities. It pledged to engage with the Ministry of Environment and National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency (NOSDRA) and the National Environmental Standards and Regulation Enforcement Agencies to address the issues. Dr. Orji also criticized the solid mineral sector contribution of 0.8% to Nigeria's GDP, calling it embarrassing despite the government's efforts. He emphasized the need for a multi-stakeholders approach, including the National Assembly and civil society, to unlock the sector potentials and derive economic growth. The Ondo State government has acquired 10,000 hectares of land in Okotogbo and Iyasan Southern Senatorial District for an extensive agricultural project aimed at empowering youth and women. The initiative, in collaboration with the Commonwealth Women's Network, will focus on cultivation, processing, packaging, and marketing within the agricultural sector. Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Agriculture and Agribusiness, Mr. Wemimo Akinsola, disclosed in Akure that the $200 billion project implemented through the Ondo State Agro-Business Empowerment Center seek to transform the land into a major agricultural hub. With access to water, a planned seaport, and an existing airport in the state aimed to boost agricultural export. Cabinet Director of the Commonwealth Women's Network, Mr. Niba Lois, confirmed that the organization would provide funding, training, and technical support. The initiative is expected to create over 3,000 jobs, primarily for farmers, while enhancing their productivity. A local farmer, Mr. Shola Adenian, expressed optimism about the project, urging farmers to take advantage of the available land. Governor Alex Otti extended condolences to the leadership of the State Joint Security Command following a road accident that claimed the life of 18 members and left others injured. The accident occurred on March 30th at Isieke along the Umuahia Bende Road. In a statement issued by his special advisor on media and publicity, Fredian Ekwoma, Governor Otti expressed deep sadness over the incident. He assured that the state government are taking swift action to provide medical care for the injured, ensuring that they receive the best treatment for a speedy recovery. Commending the Joint Security Task Force, known as Operation Crush, for its role in maintaining security, the governor reiterated his administration's commitment to supporting the team in its ongoing efforts to combat crime in the state. The Anambra State Chairman of the Civil Liberties Organization, CLO, Comrade Vincent Ezekwoma, has embarked on a 7-day hunger strike in protest against the closure of Onitsha Drugs Market by the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC. The market has remained shut for nearly 2 months due to allegations of trading in adulterated, expired, and substandard drugs. Ezekwoma stated that this action aimed to draw the attention of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the National Assembly, and the NAFDAC to the hardship faced by traders and their families. He recounted distressing cases of affected traders, including one who could no longer afford school fee for his 4 children or payment of house rent. Ezekwoma called on the federal government to order the market reopening and halt the 500,000 naira levy imposed on traders. The activist has previously undertaken hunger strike over national issues, including the June 12, 1993 annulment, presidential election, and the abduction of Chibok and Dapchi school girls. Bauchi State Governor Senator Bala Mohammed Abdul Qadir has urged traditional rulers from the 19 northern states and the Federal Capital Territory to develop strategies from improving health care services delivery in the region. Speaking at the quarter review meeting of the Northern Traditional Leaders Committee on Primary Healthcare Delivery in Bauchi, the governor, represented by Secretary to the State Government, Barrister Ibrahim Kashim, expressed confidence that the meeting's resolution would enhance healthcare services. Mohammed reaffirmed his administration's commitment to the Abuja Declaration 20% budgetary allocation to the health sector and credited traditionals and religious rulers for their role in establishing over 300 primary healthcare centers in the state. Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Pete, commended the support of traditional institutions in advancing health intervention and reiterated the federal government's commitment to strengthening healthcare initiatives, particularly in rural communities. The acting governor of Cross River State, Right Honorable Peter Odei, has extended his heartfelt greetings to the Muslim communities as they celebrate the 2025 Eid al-Fitr. In a statement issued by Chief Press Secretary Gail Nsei on 31st March 2025, Ode conveyed warm regards from both himself and Governor Basi Edet Utu, who is currently on an annual vacation. He prayed for peace, joy, and spiritual growth for all Muslims during this great time and emphasized the importance of unity, compassion, and kindness. Odei also called for continued promotion of peace and understanding in the state, irrespective of religious or ethnicity, wishing everyone a blessed Ramadan and joyous Eid celebration. In the same vein, Ebonyi State Governor Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna Nwiforu has urged Muslims in the state to use the occasion of Eid al-Fitr to pray for peace, unity, and the successful implementation of ongoing socio-economic reform in the country. In a message marking the end of Ramadan, Nwiforu emphasized the significance of the month, heightening value of patience, compassion, and generosity. He called on continued commitment to peace, tolerance, and mutual respect, urging citizens to extend kindness to the less privileged and promote social cohesion. The governor also expressed gratitude for the contribution of Muslims to the development of the state and reiterated his commitment to inclusive governance. The Gombe State Governor, Hinua Yahaya, has expressed his condolences following the stampede at the Gombe main Eid ground on Sunday, which resulted in the death of 2 children and left others injured. The incident occurred at the exit gates shortly after Eid prayer, as a large crowd, primarily women and children rushed to leave, exacerbated by intense heat and insufficient exit access. The police confirmed the death of a 4-year-old boy and a 6-month-old baby girl. Governor Yahaya has ordered a thorough investigation into the event and directed that the state government cover all medical expenses for the 20 injured. The police also urged its ground manager to ensure all entry and exit gates are opened to facilitate smoother movement during future gathering. We're taking a short break. We'll be right back. Please don't go away. Welcome back. We are glad you're still with us. Coming up next, 9 people were confirmed dead and 11 injured at a tragic accident along the Malufashi-Kofo Road in Katsina State on Sunday. The incident occurred when a Hummer bus reportedly lost control, primarily due to speeding. The Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, confirmed the fatalities and stated that the injured passengers were rushed to the hospital for treatment. FRSC Sector Commander Aliyu Mahaji urged motorists to exercise caution, avoiding overloading, and refrain from reckless driving, especially during festive period. Despite improvements in road infrastructure, Mahaji emphasized that careless driving remains a leading cause of fatal accidents in the region. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, reported 645 confirmed cases of Lassa fever and 118 deaths between January and March 2025, with a case fatality rate of 18.3%. The outbreak affected 91 local government areas across 33 states. 20 healthcare workers were among those infected. In response, NCDC deployed rapid response team to 10 states, including Kogi, Plateau, and Ondo. Despite effort challenges like weak community-level surveillance and limited resource hindering response efforts, NCDC Director General Dr. Jide Idris emphasized the importance of seeking medical care immediately and urged state governments to support treatment costs and collaborate with the private sectors on health initiatives. The Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke warned that any traditional ruler whose domain experiences renewed violence will be removed from office. He issued the warning following reports of potential attacks in Ifon, Ilobu, and Erin Osun communities. The governor emphasized the traditional rulers must ensure peace as the government will hold them accountable. Security agencies have increased surveillance and are interrogating key figures involved in past conflicts. Adeleke also cautioned that any attempt to exploit the recently relaxed curfew for violence will result in its full reinstatement. The state had imposed the curfew in March following deadly communal clashes. That's all for this edition on News Hour. Before we go, here is a recap of the major headlines. Kano police have arrested a suspect in connection with the attack on Emir Sanusi's convoy and are actively pursuing other accomplices. Meanwhile, Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo visited Kano to condole with the families of the Uromi attack victims, assuring them of justice. Additionally, Nigerians have called for stronger border security collaboration with Sahel and West African nations to tackle irregular migration and organized crime through enhanced information sharing. Some TV is a 24-hour TV station. You can also follow us on Facebook at Some TV and on YouTube.